Towards the late 90s to early 2000s, the four guys were in a bit of a crisis. You see, they were getting treated like a stepmom's thong after a one-night stand. They were getting twisted every way but loose. The vehicle in question was the almighty F-body. See, this thing right here was basically a diet Corvette. It was basically a Corvette in a Batman costume, and actually better. This and its cousin, the WS6 Firebird. So, by 2002, Ford told SVT to recall a whole lot of these Cobras, the 99 to 2001 Cobras, in 2002, so that they can, well, pretty much give it the beans. What Ford ended up doing next will be the precursor to one of the most badass engines to ever had been in an engine bay of a Mustang. In 2002, they basically recalled the 99 to 2001 Cobras because they was heavily underpowered, right? Cool, they added Zolnar pistons, Manley rods, forged crank, and topped it off with an Eaton supercharger, which is arguably the most hindering thing on that engine. That people replaced it with like a 2.3 liter Whipple, 2.6 liter Whipple, and were making 800 horsepower out the gate. Some people have recorded making 1,000 horsepower. This particular Cobra belongs to a good friend of mine. This dude replaced that supercharger with a Hiroshima Hobo hair sniffer. Dude's tires are thicker than early 2000s Jennifer Lopez. This thing probably makes enough torque to pull the thong out of Lizzo's ass. And sure, the interior is about as basic as your mom without lipstick, but look at that shifter. That thing sticking up like an elderly man off a gas station peel. A car like this, you gotta stand up in that thing like when your dad first met your mom. Hell no, this is engine porn. This would be the equivalent of a BBW just sitting in your engine bay. If you squint just a little bit, you can see that hippo from Madagascar spreading her ass cheeks in his engine bay. That ain't a turbo, that's a that ain't a turbo, that's a Mariah Carey war whistle. This thing probably hauls more ass than Goku off some fentanyl. You see, people say this was the first Hellcat. Actually, if you want to be technical, it wasn't the Cobra, it was something else. This thing is literally the Hellcat's cousin. There's no other way to put it. You might as well call it the Hellcat's mother. The E55 AMG made 469 horsepower and 520 pound-feet of torque from a 5.5 liter supercharged V8. Stock for stock, this thing would have ran circles around a Terminator Cobra, but people were too focused on the Terminator Cobra to give a damn about a Mercedes-Benz. We're talking about a sedan in 2003 to 2006 with almost 550 pound-feet of torque. That is insane, bro. That is insane. And you can still bag these things for like $15,000 to $20,000 in good condition. I gotta see this. I want to see an AMG E55 versus a Terminator Cobra. Don't matter if it's built or stock. I just want to see it. I want to see who's gonna come out on top. Then think about it this way. The Terminator Cobra package needs to come back. Sure, the Dark Horse is nice, it's alright, but the Terminator Cobra would sell out, bro. We're talking about if they don't make a limited run of Terminator Cobras out of their S650 Mustang, they need to make it a package that people can purchase. I'm talking about like a $50,000 package on top of what people are already paying for the new Dark Horse or, you know, the regular 5-liter 4th gen Coyote. We're talking about an all-wheel drive 4-liter Whipple-powered Mustang, bro. 4-liter Whipple, 5.2 liter displacement monster with a built 10-speed transmission from factory, or 8-speed DCT from the, you know, the GT500.